Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Ben Olson, that's Nathan Fox. We're the founders of lsatdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email here from Catherine. Subject, responding to a strange law school email.
I got this email a few days ago from Belmont. How would you respond? First of all, Ben, have you ever even heard of Belmont Law School?
Nope, I have not.
lsatdemon.com/scholarships. Search for, wait, I got to get off.
Wait, Belmont doesn't come up.
I had the part-time flag up, so I need to
same. That. My bad.
Belmont. There we go. Belmont ranked 84th in the country alongside the likes of Drake, Florida International, LSU.
It's in Belmont. Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville. Median LSAT 160, median GPA 3.79. Private school, they admitted 479 people last year off of 1,156 applications. So 41% of people who applied got admitted, and then only 30% of those accepted the offer. So 145 people in their 1L class. No part-time program.
26% of their students got exactly a full tuition scholarship that includes tuition and fees.
Huh, that's interesting. So
yeah, they're not playing that game.
Hey, y'all at Belmont, if you want to play the game according to the very silly ABA requirements, you could give these people $1 less in scholarships, literally $1 less, and you would get to report 0 full tuition scholarships. You would just have a huge bucket of people who are getting more than half tuition, even though more than half tuition includes full tuition, as long as it doesn't cover all the fees. So silly. But yeah, Belmont isn't playing the game. If you would like to not tell the world how many full ride scholarships you give, all you have to do is just cut those scholarship offers down by $1.
And you could still...
Well, seems like they should know that, but
the irony is you'd actually want to cut it down by your entire fees. You'd want to cut it down $2,100. So then you could just say you get a full tuition scholarship and give them exactly the full tuition amount. I think it's weirder to pay more, right?
You mean the offer to the student, so they could actually save themselves those fees.
Yep. And I think it would look cleaner than like, oh, we're covering everything. We're also covering some of your fees, but not all of them. Then you're kind of like, why not all of them?
Well, okay, but so then instead you could say, I mean, you could also do it this way. What are the fees?
$2,100.
Okay, so you could also say, we're giving you a full tuition scholarship plus a $2,000 stipend.
You could.
And then you could report them on the 509 as more than half.
Yep.
Anyway, let's read this weird email from Belmont. It says, Dear Catherine, thanks for applying to Belmont College of Law. We have everything for your application to go under review. I did want to ask a few more questions. Here we go. Where would you rank Belmont among the schools you are considering? Okay. I mean, why are they asking that question?
They're asking that question because they want to figure out how much you're willing to likely pay.
Yeah.
That's their top question in their mind.
Also, potentially they're worried about yield protection if you have super high LSAT, super high GPA, and they're like, dang, like, why would Catherine go to Belmont when she could instead go to Vanderbilt? Where's Vanderbilt? Vanderbilt's in Nashville, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, right. I mean, that's an obvious competitor for them. Is Vanderbilt. Yeah. And if you have Vanderbilt numbers, they might be like, why would we ever admit Catherine? Because unless we're her number one choice, she's not going to pick us anyway.
Yep.
So I could see your answer there varying depending on what your numbers are. Anyway, next question. Students who are competitive for our scholarships exceed both median markers of 161 LSAT and 3.8 GPA. Although your scores do not qualify for our merit-based scholarships, if admitted, we can guide you through the federal loan process. Do you have a plan for funding your legal education?
Wow. Okay, we get Catherine's GPA, and we have her LSAT.
I don't know. Do we?
I don't see it. Oh man, we need that.
What's her GPA?
3.65.
3.65. So that's under. So no matter what her LSAT is, she's not above both, which they claim you have to be above both to get a scholarship.
Yeah.
I don't think I believe them.
I do not believe that.
No, I don't think I believe them either, because they give, again, wait, can that even be mathematically possible?
No, it can't, because only 34% pay full price.
Well, also 26% are listed on their 509 as getting a full tuition scholarship. So that I suppose it's possible that 26% of people are above on both LSAT and GPA. I mean, so that is mathematically possible. But yeah, what about the additional 28% who get more than half? So, okay, so now it's mathematically impossible, because there you've got 54% of the people who are getting at least a 50% discount. And you can't have 50 something percent be above both your LSAT and GPA median.
Okay, so look at this writing. This technically could be 100% accurate. It's just wildly misleading. It says students who are competitive.
Yeah, lies.
Yeah.
They're fishing here to see how much you're willing to pay, Catherine. 1,000%. I mean, the truth is they have to give. They are not that competitive of a law school. They have better schools in their same city. I mean, are there other schools in Nashville? Can we search at the city level on the scholarship
Yeah, we
estimator?
can. I did, and I just got those too.
Oh, Vanderbilt, Vanderbilt and Belmont. Okay. I mean, but there's obviously other schools in Tennessee.
Yeah.
So Tennessee, ranked number 55 in the country, is also obviously a competitor for Belmont. And then below that, you've got Memphis and Lincoln Memorial, which Belmont is a lot more like Memphis than they are like Vanderbilt. Right? I mean, we had never heard of Belmont before today.
Yeah. So
they're not, you know, I'd also be, I'm going to go to lsatdemon.com/rankings. Because now I got to dig into Belmont. I want to see Belmont's ranking over time. How do we do that? Just Control F. Belmont. There it is. Okay, Belmont over time. Oh, wow. All right. So this is one of those schools that is climbing the rankings in recent years. They are not showing up. They're in the 100 plus realm. Up until 2023. They were 101 plus in 2023. Then they were 91 in 2024. Now they're 84th. So this looks to be a school that's trying to climb the rankings by giving scholarships. And here they're telling, I mean, they're just opening the conversation saying, I mean, that's bullshit though. Although your scores do not qualify for our merit-based scholarships. I mean, I suppose if her LSAT is below their median, and we already know her GPA is below their median.
Yeah.
So they could be just telling her, look, you're going to have to pay full price if you come here.
Yep.
And we're not even going to admit you.
Can you act? And so then they're yield protecting, because they're like, hey, do you not have a way of paying for this? Because we're not going to give you a scholarship. So if you're expecting that, good luck.
Yep. And they give no discount to 34%. They're going to be giving huge discounts to a giant chunk of their class. And what they're essentially asking Catherine is if she's willing to pay not just for herself, but for someone else. Because that's the reality of the financing at this school, right? More than half the class gets more than 50% discount.
Yep.
26% of the class gets a full tuition scholarship. Only 34% of the class pays full price. So those people who are paying full price, I mean, those are the people that are keeping the lights on. They're paying for all those full and more than half tuition scholarships. And yeah, they're just telling you, Catherine, that you're not getting admitted if you don't convince them that you're willing to pay. They're going to deny you or waitlist you unless you tell them that you're willing to pay.
And here's another question. What is tuition? Tuition is 54 plus fees, so it's 56. So it's above the Trump cap. That's why.
So it's like federal loans won't even cover it.
Yeah.
You're going to have to have they're going to
Mhm.
walk you through your financial aid options. You're right, Ben. That's I think a very astute point, that if their tuition is going to be next year also above that Trump cap,
Mhm.
then it's a plan, and the plan can't be just, I'm going to borrow the whole thing, because you're not going to be allowed to borrow the whole thing with federal loans. So like they're looking for you to say, yeah, my parents are paying for it, or yeah, I have savings.
You're in my top pick, and I have a means or the means to pay for this somehow.
They wrap up their email with, our applications have increased to a record-breaking amount this year. To help us better gauge interest, if admitted to Belmont, how likely would you be to commit to us by seat depositing soon? Yep. They're looking for you to commit, Catherine, and they're looking for you to commit at full price. And they want you to make that commitment before they even admit you so that they can raise their yield.
This is interesting because Catherine obviously listens to the show and has sent this in and has some reservations about this email, but I could see a lot of people immediately firing back a response excitedly. Where would you rank Belmont? Number 1. You're my top pick.
Yep.
I do have ways to pay for school beyond the federal student loan program. And how likely would you be to commit? I will give you your seat deposit right away. And they're just like, great. Full tuition accepted.
Yeah. They're hoping that you're, Connor Roy. And if Connor Roy's applying to law school and he gets this email, he's like, oh, you're number one choice. And didn't you not see that I'm Connor Roy? Like I'm a billionaire. Like
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah.
Got it. Like can I pay the deposit now? You can keep it.
Yeah.
I'll pay the deposit now. And then you can decide whether you want to admit.
Yeah. And you still want me? Great.
Yeah. Thank you, Catherine. Do not accept this offer. Just tell them you're not interested. I mean, I think you need to reapply next cycle with a better LSAT score.
Yep.
Is what it sounds like to me. Because unless you're willing to pay for a school like Belmont, and if you're willing to pay for a school like Belmont, then go for it. But you're not getting a scholarship from Belmont. Not based on that email. Email daily at lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.